Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sunday night Snug as a Bug Storytime. I'm Betty from the Wayne County Public Library in Holmesville, Pennsylvania, and thanks for joining me. How's everybody doing tonight? Hey, Miss Dorothy, how are you? Hi, Mason. Is Sawyer awake? Hi, Ashley. Oh my goodness, you're all here at once. Hi, Grayson. Hi, Noah. The lighting looks so dark tonight. Do I look? Oh, there we go. Look a little brighter. Hi, Emma. It's like you guys all came on the same bus. You're all coming at once. Hello, Liam. Is Mia awake? Hi, Levi. Hi, Eva. Hi, Everett, my little darlings. Hi, Faith. Hi, Luke and Charlotte. And Iron Man. Well, explain that to me. Hi, Lillian. You haven't been here in a while. Hi, Patricia. Hi, Eli. Hi, Kylie. Oh, Dorothy, I love that picture of him on the tractor. Hi, Rudy. Rudy, happy birthday on Tuesday. Happy 7th birthday to Rudy. Hi, Jewel. Hi, Violet in Hawaii. Anywhere called Coconut Island that's okay by me. Hi, Kate and Kayla. Oh my goodness. Hi, Meadow. How's everybody doing tonight? All right, we're gonna start. Are you ready? Okay. Um, do you have your pajamas on? It is dark here already, right? So we have to have our pajamas on. And do you have a blanket or a stuffed animal? I have my sloth. What do you have? Do you have your hoops in? Why, yes, I do. Thanks for asking. Are you feeling cozy? Are you feeling snug as a bug? Let's get going. Hi, Anna. Hi, Macaulay. Hi, Sophia. Hi, Vivian. Hi, Tiara. Hi, Chrissy. Is your daughter watching? Okay, so tonight's book, it's one of my favorite books that I've read. Oh, I bought it for the library the minute I saw it, and it is a really important book. So, grown-ups, you've got to be a part of tonight's story time because sometimes when I read, hi, Charlie, when I read a certain book and we all get on the same page, I really think we can make big changes in this world. You ready? So tonight's book is by Shane Burkaw, and the book is called Not So Different: What You Really Want to Ask About Having a Disability. Now he is in a wheelchair. And this book was so good, it got an award. Remember those beautiful, beautiful stickers they put on books? This book got a beautiful award. So um, this is a book about a man who's in a wheelchair. And here's some pictures of him. Here he is. And we're gonna learn about his life. He's gonna answer all questions. Sometimes I'll see somebody in a wheelchair and I'll feel a little bit shy, and I don't know what to say to them. I don't know if I should look at them. I don't know if they want me to look at them, and I don't really know what to do because they look a little bit different than I look. I use my legs to walk and they use a wheelchair. Well, Shane is going to answer all of our questions. And this is such a good book. It tells us information, but he's also very, very funny. You ready? Not So Different by Shane Burkaw. And the pictures, they're photographs. So they're actual pictures they took with a camera. And his photographer, his name is Matt Carr. And it's by, the publisher is Roaring Brook Press. That's a beautiful name, isn't it? Roaring Brook. So here's Shane, and he's in his wheelchair. All right, let's ask him some questions. Hi, my name is Shane Burkaw. I bet you have some questions for me. Many people do. They stare and wonder all sorts of things, so I want to answer their most common questions and yours head on. I'm going to answer all your questions. There he is. Some people ask me, what's wrong with you? Well, absolutely nothing is wrong with me. I'm just a little different. I was born with a disease that makes my muscles very weak. Can you go like this and make a big, strong muscle? Big, strong muscle, right? His muscles are weak, so he can't make a strong muscle. It affects all of the muscles that help me move. So what muscles help us move? Our arms, our neck muscles, our leg muscles, our waist muscles. So all of his muscles, they just don't work like ours do. And he's been like this since he was a cute little baby. Let's look at some cute pictures of him. Okay, here he is. Here he is on the beach with his mom. Where is he? Did you ever go to the beach? He must love the beach. I love the beach. Here he is. Oh, look at him. He's pretending to drive a car. Did you ever get in your grown-up's car and pretend to drive it? I used to do that all the time when I was little. So he liked to do that too when he was little. And here he is playing with his brother. He's got his brother laying on his lap. Do you ever have one of your brothers or sisters or a relative laying on your lap? And look at them here. Can you see what they're doing? You ever make funny faces, stick your finger up your nose? I have. My body doesn't have the same things that it needs to create new muscle, so I can't get any stronger. I can't go to the gym and get stronger, or I can't work out and get stronger. Scientists are working on a lot of different possibilities to treat my disease, but so far they haven't found anything that works. So now they're asking him, why is your head so much bigger than your body? And it's true. Let's look at that picture. His head is a little bit bigger, isn't it? The rest of his body looks kind of small. Well, I've never been able to walk, and since my disease gets worse all the time, I get weaker as I get older, meaning that my arms are weak. They're just as weak as when I was a kid. Because my muscles don't grow normally, my body has stayed pretty small, but my head and my enormous brain, they weren't affected at all by my disease, so they grew to normal size. I admit it might look a little funny sitting on top of my tiny body, and there's his face. Look at that beautiful face. So his body doesn't grow very much, but his head still keeps growing just like ours grows. So his head gets bigger, but his body stays small, so he looks a little different. But guess who else is like that? A T-Rex, he says. He says, don't let it get you down, Shane. My head is big and my arms are short too, but I'm still awesome. That's so true, isn't it? A T-Rex has a big head, it's got a great brain, and it's got little tiny arms, and he is awesome. Who loves a T-Rex? Me. And look what Shane is saying in his chair. You're not going to eat me, right? He's so afraid that big T-Rex is going to eat him. But how do you do things, Shane? Well, I need a lot of help with a lot of things. Luckily, I have great friends and an amazing family. This is my mom, my dad, and my brother Andrew. Mom and dad and his brother Andrew. No one else in my family has this disease. It's really rare. Not many people have it. But even though they don't have this disease themselves, my family lives with it every day by helping me. Let's see what they do. What do you think they do? What do they help you with, Shane? Almost everything. Now let's look at the picture. What do you think they're helping him with? Let's look at everything here. I see toothpaste. They must help him brush his teeth. I see somebody brushing his hair. Oh, look at this. Somebody's putting a straw in his mouth to help him drink. Oh, there's the toothbrush. I was right. So they have to help him with everything because his muscles don't work the way ours do. They help me shower using a special bathtub chair. Then my dad helps me get dressed and my mom helps me comb my hair so I look so handsome. My brother helps me brush my teeth, but he loves to joke around, so I don't let him help me get dressed, or he makes me wear ridiculous outfits. They lift me into bed every night when it's time to go to sleep, and they help roll me over in the middle of the night when I'm uncomfortable, because he can't roll by himself, so somebody has to help roll him over. You know how when you're sleeping at night and you feel uncomfortable and you want to roll over? If your muscles are working the right way, you can roll over, but his muscles don't work the right way, so he needs help with that. They also help me go to the bathroom by lifting me onto a special toilet. I have a special seat with a strap on it, so I don't fall off and I don't fall in. Who wants to fall in the toilet? We don't want to, and Shane doesn't either. And look at his brother. His brother Andy, I think, is a little bit of a joker, don't you think? Look at him laughing. Sounds like he has a very funny family. Well, how do you eat? I love eating. It's one of my favorite things to do. Me too. Who loves to eat? But since my muscles in my mouth are very weak, I try to stick with soft foods so he doesn't have to work really hard at chewing. So what are some soft foods he could eat? Can you think of some soft foods? Like a hamburger wouldn't be soft, or steak wouldn't be soft, but you know what would be soft? Mashed potatoes. I love mashed potatoes. And macaroni and cheese. Oh my gosh, I love macaroni and cheese. Do you? And pizza. Oh, he can eat pizza. Sometimes I eat them all at once. My family helps me by cutting my food up for me. So here he is. Look at his face. Oh, he's getting pizza, macaroni and cheese, and mashed potatoes. And his face look at him. Yes. He looks like he's in a trance looking at that beautiful food. How does your chair work? Although I get a lot of help from my family, I'm able to do a lot of things by myself too, because I have this awesome motorized wheelchair that helps me move around. I drive it using a joystick, and that's sort of like a video game controller. It's like a stick like this, goes like this when you're playing video games. I get a new chair about every 7 years, and my doctors help me pick out the best kind. Here it is. Let's see what he has. He's got, a place to rest his head. He's got handlebars. He's got some chest straps to hold him in. There's his joystick. Remember, it goes like this to help him steer it. He's got a place to rest his arm. Oh, he's got a snack compartment. What kind of snacks do you think he would have? He's got some safety lights. And look what he says here. He has rocket boosters. I think he's kidding us. Do you think he has rocket boosters? No, but I think he's got a really strong motor in there. And look at those big, beautiful wheels. I can drive my car as fast as you can drive your bike. And I wear safety straps to make sure I don't fall out. Here he is, driving along. He's all strapped in. He's got some cool shades on, right? I can pop a wheelie with my brother's help. That means, look at that, he can make his wheelchair go up. And I can even drive it in the snow, but it's really slippery, so I have to drive carefully or I'll crash. Oh, I think his brother's a little crazy. Popping a wheelie, that means he's making his front wheels go up. You ready for this? Once I tried to pull my brother to the top of the basketball hoop with a rope tied to the chair. But that broke. It broke my chair's motor, which was really expensive to replace. Now look at this picture. He's got that rope, and he's pulling back on his wheelchair, and his brother's going up high because they're crazy in his family. My wheelchair costs more than a brand new car, and since it's so important to me, I try hardest to take good care of it So ask me before you touch it. So he's saying, if you see me on the street, say hi to me, but ask me if you can touch my wheelchair. Can you climb stairs? Do you think he can climb stairs? Stairs are impossible, but luckily many places are wheelchair accessible. That means that they have a ramp going up to the building that helps that wheelchair. Instead of going up stairs, it just goes up a ramp like that. Outside the library, right by my desk, there's a ramp for people using wheelchairs or strollers. I use ramps instead whenever they're available. And I have an elevator in my room. It helps me get down to the basement. Here he is, getting ready to go up a ramp. And what did he say he has? A wheelchair. He calls it the Shane-ovator instead of an elevator. Can you drive? Do you think he can drive? I have a specially equipped van that I get into using a ramp. Once I'm inside, my family or friends help strap my chair to the van's floor so it stays really stable when they're driving. Although I don't drive myself, since my arms are kind of weak, I still love going on road trips with friends. Who loves going for a ride in the car? I love doing that. I wonder what road trips he goes on. Here he is going on a road trip. That's how I would look going on a road trip, smiling. Sometimes Mr. Betty and I go for a ride to see if we can see any deer, because we love seeing deer. How do you play with your friends, Shane? Oh, my friends and I do a lot of things together that you like to do. We play video games, we go to the beach, and we hang out and talk. We also love to make each other laugh. Those are all things I like. I don't do video games. So do you do video games? I love to go to the beach. I love to hang out and talk. And I love to I love to hang around and laugh with people. Shane and I have so much in common. I'm going to ask him if he'll be my best friend. We love to play sports together. We have to find different ways to play so that I can join in using my wheelchair, but we always make it work. For example, when we play football, instead of tackling people, guess what he does? I just run them over with my wheelchair. I think Shane is a funny man. When we play soccer, I'm able to hit the ball with the wheels of my chair. But I have to be careful too. One time when I was playing soccer, he forgot to put his safety straps in, and he flipped out of his chair onto his head. That picture cracks me up. He's being so funny, telling us what that felt like. Do people ever make fun of you? Occasionally, yes. And it hurts my feelings because if they knew me a little better, they would see that I'm not so different. I believe it's really important not to judge a book by its cover. Grown-ups, talk to your kids about what that phrase means tonight. So when you meet someone who looks different from you, it's always best to treat them with kindness and respect. After all, that person may end up becoming one of your best friends. I love making new friends, so if you see me out and about, don't be afraid to come up and say hello. The end. I love this story so much because sometimes if we see somebody in a wheelchair, we do feel kind of shy. And I think, I don't have anything in common with this person. I walk with my legs and they're in a wheelchair. But think of all the things that I have in common with Shane. I love the beach and he loves the beach. I love macaroni and cheese and he loves macaroni and cheese. He likes to play and hang out with his friends and laugh. So do I. We have so much in common. We're not that different, and that's the title of his book. So it's really important when you see somebody who looks different from you, smile. Say hi to them. You might feel a little shy when you see the wheelchair, but remember this book. Shane is dying for you to say hi to him. I have a friend, Allison, and she has a little boy named Riley. And I've only met Riley a couple of times, but I see pictures of him all the time, and he is always, always smiling. And Riley's in a wheelchair. But you know what? He also loves macaroni and cheese, so I would have that in common with him. I think so many of us like macaroni and cheese. So we have to remember that even though Riley's in a wheelchair and even though Shane is in a wheelchair, they're still people. They still want to talk to people. They still want to play with people. They might not be able to do it the same way that we can. They might not be able to play tag like we do in the playground, but I bet you Shane could go really fast in his wheelchair and he could tag you, right? Now, grown-ups, if you want to teach your children empathy, which is an understanding of all other people in the world, it's really important to take out books like this. It's important to take out books that open up a window to other people's journeys in life. If all they ever see are books about people that look like them, they're never going to understand or have empathy for people that don't look like them, or for people whose lives are different from them. And Shane's life is different from mine. But this book taught me so much about what his life is like. Yes, it is very different from mine. My legs, I use my legs to walk and he uses a wheelchair, but think of all the things that we have in common. So we're not so different. And it's your job as the grown-up to teach your child that word empathy, understanding of everyone. I really think if we all thought like that, and if you took out books about different experiences and people from different walks of life, I think we could really make little strides, right, in making this world a better place. That is my book. I love that book. Also, grown-ups, he has a tremendous social media presence. It's called Laughing at My Nightmare, and you might want to follow him because he is extremely funny and he is very, very positive. And if you're feeling whiny, you need to follow his page because he is not the least bit whiny, and he brings joy to every time I read his Facebook page or Instagram. I am laughing because he's funny and he's very positive. Sometimes I can be a little whiny, so this is a good lesson for me. All right, my darlings. Step 1 to changing the world, right? Let's do our goodbyes. I want to hear you so loud. I want to hear you over here at my house. I am smart. I am loved. I am wonderful. Because we are. Every single person on this earth is so smart. They have somebody who loves them, and they're wonderful. Have a good night. Thank you for joining me. I will see you next Sunday for Snug as a Bug Story Time. Thanks for joining me. Have a good night, everybody.